Hey everybody, on June 12th, President Trump held a press conference where he was answering questions, and he made some very interesting remarks in response to a question posed about Chinese students in the United States. Take a look at my screen because we're going to go through this clip and I'm going to share with you my thoughts following the clip.
What? On your China deal, Mr. President, are you still concerned about the national security issues with Chinese students studying in the United States?
Look, I've always been in favor of students coming in from other countries. That includes China. And we have 500,000 Chinese students coming in. I've always been in favor of it. Does it mean that you have to watch people? Yeah, you have to watch students, but you have to watch other people also. I've always been strongly in favor of it. I think it's a great thing. It's good for our schools. I think it's good for our country. I'm also in favor of having them stay. I've been in favor of letting them stay. If you get educated for 4 years, you're willing to get educated for 4 years. I like people being able to stay. You know, they have some great students. You have some, these are Republicans clapping. You know, because a lot of Republicans don't like that idea. I happen to like it. I'm a real Republican, believe it or not. But I like the idea. They go 4 years. To me, that's almost like, you know, just buying your way in a very legitimate way. And, you know, you have stories where Apple wants to hire somebody and they can't hire him because he can't stay. He went to a great school. He finished first in his class. They made him a big offer. And everything's done, but he has no idea whether or not he's going to be able to stay. And I'm all for making sure that people like that can go to work for all of our great companies. And you know what they do? They go back to their country, and there are stories that are all over the place. They go back to their company, and they start a company just like they were going to start here. They end up starting it in China or India or someplace else, and now they're among the richest people in the world. They've got thousands and thousands of employees that make it great. This is happening all the time, because they're not allowed to stay. And I think we'll probably end up doing something about that, right?
Okay, so thanks for sticking with me while we watch that clip. There's a lot of interesting things here to unpack. The first thing that I want to mention is that before President Trump was elected, he was featured on the All In podcast, and he made some very similar remarks, voicing tremendous support for international students studying in the United States and voicing that he thought there should be a pathway for them to get green cards to the United States. And what we're seeing here are some very similar, consistent feelings towards what he had prior to being elected. So back when I saw that clip on the All In podcast, my thought process was that I thought that President Trump would be in favor of some sort of a streamlined pathway for students to get lawful permanent residence to the United States. And the idea was based on the president's sentiment that these individuals come to the United States, they get a world-class education, they become highly skilled and highly capable, and then, just like you heard in the clip that I played earlier, these individuals oftentimes can't find a route to stay in the United States, and they go back to their home countries with that skill set and start businesses, creating oftentimes hundreds of jobs, generating tremendous revenue back in their home country because they didn't have an appropriate immigration vehicle to remain in the United States. So that was my sentiment back then. Upon watching this video, what struck me about the clip that I just played is toward the end of that clip where President Trump says,
I think we'll probably end up doing something about that, right?
To me, that is very intriguing. It appears that this issue of international students not necessarily having a streamlined pathway to residence in the United States is something that is on President Trump's radar. And you can hear that clearly, that he thinks they're probably going to do something about that. That should be very exciting to people that are considering student visas, people that are already in the United States on a student visa, because this isn't just something that we're hearing on a whim. We've heard the same sentiments expressed prior to President Trump being elected, and here we are several months later, and we're hearing the same exact sentiments. So it shows consistency in President Trump's stance towards this issue, and it appears to be on President Trump's radar, and it's going to be very exciting to closely monitor developments that take shape in the coming weeks and months ahead. Hope this video helps to brighten up your day. If you know anybody that can benefit from this information, please be sure to share this video with them. We're all about empowering you with knowledge. If you like this video, hit that thumbs up button. Be sure to subscribe to our channel. Thank you so much for tuning in, and I'll see you on the next video.